Welcome back.
Out of it. No. My vlog. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. We're taking a break from the Evo build today. It's been a freaking wild last couple of weeks. We're heading to the factory still. We're taking the R34. Ooh, yeah. So this thing is getting tuned tomorrow. There's a couple of things we need to do to it at the factory just to get it prepped. We're also doing some 280ZX work as well. So we're going to take this thing, grab some coffee, head to the factory. Tara's my concierge for today. Oh yeah. Good morning.
Hi. Oh,
This thing is freaking so tidy, I love it.
I also love it.
First up, coffee.
Coffee.
All the coffee. Coffee is literally the elixir of life. Give us some dose, let's go. That was very poor.
I'm already going 20k over the speed limit right now.
I know, still, I'm judging you right now. That is better. This thing's getting tuned tomorrow and then it'll actually dose, because right now, like, it's super detuned. Dr. Drift did that for us so that we could, it's like on a base map, so that we can drive the car around. We've got a couple of jobs we need to do at the factory, and when I say a couple, I mean literally one. We need to change the shape of the intake.
I think the other R34 just got off on our exit.
Oh, there's another R34 in front of us. She gets excited. So we need to change the shape of the intake, and we also need to put the pod filter on. But tomorrow we'll be tuning this, which means it'll be making some real power, because at the moment it's probably literally making like 120 kilowatts or something, so it's very, very chill. Yo. What up? What a legend. giving it some beams for the vlog. This thing's got a Jay-Z in it. It's fucking sick, dude. That is absolutely mental, man. What a dude. He's a nice guy. Another Kiwi. He knows what's up. You. That was freaking insane. So that has a Jay-Z in it. There are a lot of RB people out there that probably don't like that. I, myself, freaking frothed that. That sounded insane. Also, super nice guy. It's just so fun when you go out in cars and meet other people, literally while you're driving next to him, and have a bit of a yarn. But nah, sweet as. That was sick. Well, after that fantastic drive, we are here at the factory. Another beautiful day. Shout out Melbourne. So, a couple of jobs to do. R34. 280ZX. We'll start with the R34. So currently the intake is just that. So there's off the turbo straight to the airflow meter. There's mesh on the front of it, so it's not as if it's not got any filter on it, but we need to actually set this up properly and put the pod filter on. But instead of going straight like that, Dr. Drift said way better for RBs. So S up here and here, right? Through. So I've just got a box of piping that I have spare, shout out Max Speeding Rods. So we're just using a bit of that piping from the kit, and pretty much we're just going to run it a 90 and a 90, and then the pod filter and everything. So that's the first job we've got to do. The second job is a bit more hectic, right? So the 280ZX, I absolutely love this car. I adore it. I'm going to keep it forever. It's my dream car. We got it to a state that I was happy with last summer so that I could drive it around and enjoy it, and that's what I did. I've put a lot of Ks on this car already. Stoked. But now it's time to make this car what it really truly deserves to be. I want this thing to be absolutely perfect. So the first thing we're going to do is replace this whole windscreen cowl section. It's the scariest thing I've ever done on a car, and probably the biggest job that I've ever done in terms of bodywork, right? So here is our new piece. Obviously it doesn't look new, and there's some stuff that needs to be fixed on it, but this is literally 100% better than the piece that I currently have in the car. This is all just bog and fiberglass and everything that I did just to get the car looking good enough to drive around for summer, but I always knew that we were going to go ahead and end up actually replacing it. But the reason I didn't replace it straight away is because it was impossible to find this bit. As you can see, it's not a bolt-in bit. There's 150 spot welds holding this cowling in. It's crazy. So to find someone with a shell first that isn't rusty is hard enough, and then to convince them, hey, I want you to drill that piece out and send it to me, It was halfway across Australia. The dude had to spend hours getting it out, and it cost me a significant amount of money for a rusty piece of metal. So this ended up costing me $700 landed, which sounds like a lot, but for a car like this that is appreciating constantly and will continue to appreciate in value, it's not really. It's an investment. I'm fine with spending money on a car like this. Another thing that I got is a gas tank piece. So that goes here. Again, it's a pretty insane piece to replace, but mine was all like rusty and we just fixed it up to get the car back on the road. But basically this is what we're going to put in to replace, and it's got a couple of wee like little spots here that we're going to repair, no worries at all, but it's all metal. It's significantly like 100% better than what we've got in there. So that's going to be another scary piece, but Woz is going to help me with that one because there's a way that you want to do it where you don't want to get too much heat in the panel, otherwise you end up warping it. So we want it to be as straight as possible, and then we just want to skim it with body filler before we paint it. So that is what we're going to be up to today. So first thing, let's tackle the RB, get that out of the way, and then we'll get on to the Datsun.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it that time, that was good. There we go.
Nice.
Nice. So here's our new style of intake. Again, I would rather not have this coupler here and have it fully welded, but I don't have TIG skills, so this is how it's going to look. But it's still going to work exactly as you want. Also, excuse the different couplers. It's just what we have available to us. Remember, we are in lockdown. Can't just go to the store and get anything that we want. So we have to work with what we've got. Beggars cannot be choosers. But we're going to go ahead and put this in. Tara's organising all of my sockets.
Yeah.
Welcome to OCD with Tara.
Yes.
Man, the Datsun looks so good from this angle. Oh my god, I love it. Boom. Boom. Love that. Plug her in. Of course, we've got to start it up and make sure that everything's all good. Look at that. That is so much tidier. Love it. Let's test it and see how she sounds. How good? That sounds better, eh? That sounds wicked. Awesome. I'm a simple Kiwi, man. I hear RB sounds, I smile. Alright, job number 1 is done. We're on to job number 2 now. This is the scary one, but nonetheless, at least I can be a bit rough with this cowling because we don't care about it because it's coming out. It's this one we care about, right? So once we're done, it's going to be really satisfying, right? To see this engine bay from what it is now to what it's going to become. I really just want to spray the engine bay matte black. I just like it. It's simple, and then we'll spray the rocker cover like a wrinkle color, clean up all of the intake manifold. Obviously all this will disappear when we put the Haltech ECU in it. It'll be nice and clean, cut a bunch of stuff out. It's just going to be like super fun, but the first step really is fixing this up. So I'm going to go ahead, take the front guards off, remove everything from that cowling, so unbolt everything, and then we can go ahead and start drilling it out. Up you go, Taz. Give you a wee hand. Look at that. You can put it just over here, behind the fake Evo. Or the Fivo?
Yeah, Fivo.
Fivo. Love that. Good job. Alright, she's naked and I've already started attacking it, but I'll time lapse it for you guys because you don't really need to see me drill out a million spot welds. But I literally just like, that's how stuffed this is. So that's fiberglass and bog from when I repaired it. But that's literally what it's like when I got the car. Like, that's why a lot of people didn't buy it. So a lot of people in the comments have said, hey, I can't believe you got this car for $1,500. Like, it had everything with it and it was a bargain, but this is what it was like when I got it for $1,500. Look at that, like all through you can see that the cowling is rusted, and that's, everyone was kind of, obviously whoever looked at it before me said, nah, that's too much of a job for me, so I'm not going to attack it. And fair warning, when we do take this off, there's gonna be rust under here that we're gonna have to attack and deal with, but that's why I'm getting rid of it. That's why I've got a new cowling. That's why we're gonna make this car awesome, just to give you a bit of an overview of what we're dealing with here. So let's get it done. That is as far as we are going to get for today. I ended up cutting most of it out because there was just so much rust. You couldn't even see a lot of the spot welds. And also, we don't really have to care about that cowling as much, whereas I would rather cut it out in sections and make sure I'm getting the right spot welds and removing the right pieces rather than drilling into the wrong part of the body and making a mistake. So yeah, cut a lot of it out, but you can see why we've removed it. Luckily, once we vacuum this up, it's not as bad as it could be. There's no holes or anything in here, so we can kind of repair all this, lay down our anti-rust stuff and make sure that it's going to last for a lot longer to come. We'll have to kind of weld in some nice new metal in these places, but look at this. Look at, what is this? It's literally a freaking, that's insane. Like, what is happening? There's a packet of something. Oh man, that's nuts. But that's why we removed it, so that we can make it all nice, and then we can fix this one up as well, make it absolutely perfect. Boom. This guy goes in here, replaces it all, and then it's gonna be all freaking nice and new again. So taking these precautions now means that we're gonna have a car that's gonna last long into the future. For anyone wondering, they don't make these brand new. Couldn't find one anywhere. Literally, this is the best that we could get. So I'm really happy with it because all of the main parts are all nice, it's structural. And me and Woz will go ahead and chuck the plates in where they need to be. And this thing will be nice and good again. But I'm gonna go ahead off camera, remove all of this stuff, the spot welds, take it all out. And then I'm gonna clean it all up, so I can just get down. And then in another episode, we'll go ahead, we'll clean it all up nicely, put all our rust stuff down, and it's gonna look brand new once we're finished with it. And then we can move on to attacking the engine bay. But you can see why I don't really want to do the engine bay, because this is part of it, whilst this was as it is. So yeah, awesome. Stoked though. That was a job that I've been really not stoked to do for a long time, so really glad to get it done. Look at all these parts. Like, that's just fiberglass that I put in. It did what it needed to do, but that is a wrap on today's video, guys. A bit more of a chill one. Thank you, Tara, for joining me. She sat here for a lot of it in the cold, and but you know, had to get our R34 done. So there's just little things that we need to do, sacrifices we need to make. It was nice to not have to do, you know, crazy stuff on the Evo for a day. This daily vlogging stuff is absolutely nuts. I am very tired, enjoying the hell out of it, don't get me wrong, but it's a crazy schedule to get used to. But I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying the videos. The Datsun, man, if you haven't seen the videos, make sure you go watch all of them. They're all in the description below. It's going to be a sick build once it's finished. 200 kilowatts is what we're hoping for out of this L28 2.8 litre straight 6 motor with the G25 550 turbo on it. Yeah, G25 550 turbo. It's going to be crazy, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed it. A bit more of a relaxed fit video, but fun nonetheless. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tara will see you guys another time. Have a fantastic Sunday. Peace.